Good afternoon. Today we are making the video for packet number 9. Our first page. I use pictures to help me. So the dance company held auditions to fill 3 spots in the company. After the first round of auditions, 2/3 of the dancers were cut. So I broke my bar into thirds. 2/3 of them were cut after the first round. So in my second round, 1/4 of the remaining dancers made it. So what am I going to break this bar up into? How many parts? 4. Because only 1/4 of them made it. So that means 3/4 were let go in the second round. So now I have this many left. 2 were cut after the third round, leaving 3 to move on to the fourth round. Can you figure out how many were in that section? We're not giving answers. Figure that out. And then you'll know how much go in each of these parts, because they're all equal parts. So if you figure out this amount, you'll know these amounts. And if you know that full amount, that'll tell you how much are in each of those amounts.
Are your Monday afternoon announcements. In athletic news, over the weekend, the varsity girls basketball teams had their year-end tournament. Varsity gold team went 2 for 1 over the weekend and finished in second place, moving to legacy in the championship game. Varsity blue went 2-2 and lost to Epiphany in the consolation championship.
Okay, our second page. We have Andy is taking a 30 question
And
test.
that is all we have. We hope you have a wonderful afternoon. It seems very warm outside and beautiful, so enjoy. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be kind, be brave, believe, trust in the Lord with all your heart.
So for every correct answer, we multiply it by 9. For every wrong answer, we multiply that by 5. And for every unanswered question, we multiply it by 1. We want what our correct answers are to equal the wrong answers and the unanswers. You add those two together. So if I say, maybe, let's guess that he answered 10 correct, and he got 10 wrong, and 10 he didn't answer at all. So he would have gotten 90 points. So now I want to see if this equals to 0. 5 times 10 is 50. 1 times 10 is 10. That only equals 60. That's not what he got on the test. Can I manipulate those numbers in a way to find where it balances correct versus the wrong and unanswered? You're going to have to do a lot of math to see if any possible way would equal each other out. So you're going to do some guessing and checking. I can tell you right now that if 10 of them gave me 90 points, it's going to be really hard to come up with a way with 10 correct that works out. So that's not going to work. Okay? Lots of guessing and checking. For our page here, I've had some people try to use that square root sign. In order to use the square root sign, what number must be over here, Madden? A 2. If there is not a 2 over here, you cannot use the square root. Square root counts as one of our numbers. Claire, I'm not sure why you're on your device. We're not on devices right now. Madden?
If you do like 6 minus 4 to equal 2, can you still use square root then?
No. The 2 has to be a card to do the square root. You could do 6 minus 4 to be a power. You could do that, but you can't use it to be a square root. You have to have a 2 as a card to do a square root. Claire?
Would it be fair if you were like, well, let's say you have like the equation to equal 2, but then you do an equation, but you just times it by 1 instead? Okay.
Because instead of using 3 cards, you'll use 4 cards. Yeah. Timesing by 1, dividing by 1. That's an easy way to rack up points. So that's when you want to challenge yourself to get more than 15 points. All right. Next one. You're going to complete the table. I found the pattern for the green. I found the pattern for the total blocks. And then I subtracted. I did have a friend in here find the pattern, the rule for the purple. Try to find that rule. So if we fill in for the green, we had 1, 4, 9, and 16. For the purple, we counted them. We have 8, 32, 72, 128. For the total, 9, 36, 81, 144. If I look at the green and the total, I see my favorite numbers. What are my favorite numbers, Emerson? Perfect squares. Find your perfect squares, find the pattern, and follow it. Then you can easily just subtract the green from the total to get the purple. Yeah, I love it when I see those light bulbs going off. Oh my goodness, I totally see. Perfect squares. Always look for perfect squares to start it off. Yes.
I counted completely wrong when I did it, so that's why I was having to.
Yeah. Owen?
To get the purple, you can also just do a 3 times 8.
You're not supposed to tell us the pattern. We're trying to find the pattern ourselves, Owen. I'm glad you found it. I didn't put in the effort when I was making my answer key to find the pattern, but there is a pattern, yes. For this one, the white 2 half circles equal a what? A full circle. The area of a circle, remember, is pi r squared. The area of the figure, we want the full figure. So if we know half of our length is 6, what is our full length of that side of the square? So if it's a square, this is going to be 12. You can find your full figure, length times width. Find your white circle, subtract it out to get your shaded. We have to draw a net. We have to label our net. And guess what, friends? We don't want to put X in as a side because it's hard to find the surface area if we have an X on there. So if we know our volume is 360, and that equals length times width times height, we're going to fill in what we know. Length is the X, width is the 9, height is the 5. If we're multiplying and we want to get X by itself, we divide out to get X alone. So divide both sides by that 45 and you'll get your X. Find your areas and add them together. Don't forget that you need a net. All classes draw a net. Draw the net. Put what the area is for each of the sides. Show your work. We don't get credit if we don't show our work. I didn't write them on here yet. We are going to pause here. I will write out the formulas for us I'll continue on tomorrow. So we're pausing here and I'll add to this video tomorrow. So you got the first half done.